We're on time. Tournament's running just slightly behind time. What you've got right now is the end of the game between Fargo Gage Fort Supply boys against the Winoka boys. So a little bit of bonus coverage here. Up a little. Good afternoon, Cardinals fans. Hope you had a good lunch and you're ready to watch some basketball. Lady Cardinals will be taking on the Winoka Lady Rails. These two teams haven't met for 2 years, and so our seniors and juniors have a little bit of experience against them. But that last time was not on this floor, was not as part of the Buffalo tournament. Here come your Lady Cardinals onto the floor. Well, part of the team anyway. So it's been a couple of years ago, January 8th of 21. These two teams met in the Woodward tournament, and it turned out to be the last game for the Winoka coach because Cardinals put a whooping on them. It ended up being 74-11. Cardinals allowed less than a dozen points and won by over 60 against Winoka and the Lady Rails. This time around, much different Winoka team, even though it's only 2 years later. Winoka comes in with an 8-6 record. Cardinals come in with a 9-5 record. So two teams with very similar records, and there are some similarities. Winoka runs an offense that's not at all like ours, but defensively they will try to do what we do. They will go full court. They will try to press. They want to push pace. They will try to get the ball down the floor quickly in transition, but so far on film, the skill level difference between the two teams seems to be in the Lady Cardinals' favor. Winoka at this point of the season does have 8 wins. When you run through their record, those wins have been able to be piled up against a schedule that is lacking in competition, is a nice way to put it. They've picked up a couple of wins against Ringwood. They managed to beat up on Burlington Freedom, Felt Yarborough, Hilldale Christian School, South Barber, Sharon Mutual, and Aline Clio are the list of their wins. When you look at their losses, they only have 2 that are against ranked teams. Kremlin Hillsdale beat up on them badly. 39-point difference, 60-21. And Arnett, who Turpin's scrimmage right before the season began, not long after that scrimmage, Arnett and Winoka went against each other for the season opener, and Arnett ran up the score 72-36 over Winoka. So what I'm looking for here is if the Cardinals can continue their high-scoring ways. The Cardinals are riding a 4-game winning streak. They finished off the Merit Tournament with 2 big wins, and they've scored at least 50 in all 4 of those wins. The offense has really been rolling. It's been a balanced offense. Different people have been leading the team in scoring. The seniors and Macy Strain all have been averaging close to double digits during that run. The defense for the Lady Cardinals has been good at getting transition buckets. Lady Cardinals have been controlling pace in those games. Now, it's no overstatement to say that the Lady Cardinals have faced off against opponents that were struggling at the time that we played them, but we did our job. So when we played against Gracemont, Frederick, Beaver, and Forgan, and averaged beating them by over 50 points to 20, we were doing our job. Lady Cardinals were getting out there. The defense was getting the turnovers. The offense was efficient, and even without having to run up the score, because in all those games, starters were out by the 4th quarter. In all those games, the scoring was doing well. We were hitting from outside. We were able to score in transition. And so we'll be looking to see more of that against Winoka. Because Winoka wants to run, the chance is there for the Lady Cardinals to get out with them. Now we'll see on film, everybody looks a little bit slower. So we'll see what the speed looks like for Winoka. Winoka's basically going to play 5. They do go down to the bench a little bit, but it's basically a 5-man team. And of the team, there's no underclassmen that we expect to play a large amount other than 21, Temperance Bozaiden. Bozaiden, great name, spells like that. Doesn't spell like it, but sounds like Poseidon, but instead it's Bozaiden. The freshman coming in, very active. We'll be looking to see what she does. I haven't watched her on film get hot shooting, but the way she shoots like someone who is comfortable. She will pull up and shoot threes. She will take it on the dribble. She will try to drive in when she has chances, and she'll pull up. So precocious freshman has been a big part of Winoka's offense this year. Bria Beck, number 14, a big post player. I've seen her on film do really well. She loves to drive, though. Reminds me a lot of a young player from Balco a couple of years ago who had the size to play inside, but was very comfortable playing outside. We've got that a little bit with Megan Weber. Megan, I think right now, the tallest player on the team. She's got a couple of inches on Abby Buller, plus the long wingspan. But Megan will get inside and rebound, but offensively, Megan loves being on the outside, shooting and driving. So both teams will see what their bigs do. Beck will line up inside, but she loves to go in transition. Again, this is a team that will full court press us, but in watching them, as far as their press goes, we are the more experienced team. I love watching games whenever two teams will try to press each other, because you can very quickly see the skill difference and which team has the experience difference and who runs their press difference. Now, we will press full court man quite a bit. They will run a zone. They'll do a 1-2-2 zone quite a bit. Again, they will go into transition. They will run. Sometimes, though, they outrun themselves. They'll get in a little bit of a hurry, overthrow their teammates. So I did see that being an issue. So they do have some turnover issues for the Lady Cardinals. That just seems like putting fresh meat right out in front of some hungry Tigers. So I'm hoping that the Lady Cardinals will be able to step up, take advantage of those openings, and be able to run this game up. Last year, Lady Cardinals won this tournament. They won the tournament. Fantastic performances in that tournament. We'll talk about that as we get a little further into the tournament. The Lady Cardinals came through the cold weather, and as we get into the Buffalo tournament, things are getting a little bit milder, a little bit more like the winter that we're hoping for and used to. It's nice to have some moisture on the ground soaking in. And we get ready for some Lady Cardinal basketball. as they're hopefully ready to lay one on the Winoka Lady Rails. You got just a moment here. Grab your quick break. If you need it, go hit the bathroom because Lady Cardinal basketball will be starting up in just a few moments. We'll have the starting lineups in just over 60 seconds. Lady Rails are onto the court first. Their starting lineup reads like you'd picked it out and just guessed. Number 14, then 20 through 23. 14, Bria Beck, the junior. Marley Pitts, the junior. Temperance Bozaiden, the freshman. Shay Wilson, a sophomore. And Carly Myers, the lone senior on the team. The Cardinals shaking up the starting lineup a little bit for this game. You got Megan Weber jumping, McGowan's out there post, Estes and Buller, the three seniors, to go with the sophomore and junior. Tip, Megan Weber's got it. Lady Cardinals start things off. Rails immediately fall back into that zone. They'll run the 1-2-2 full court. They'll drop back into a 1-2-2 zone in half as well. Kemper post open on the outside. Tips around, Megan Weber's got it. Lady Cardinals with the second chance opportunity. McGowan looks inside. Kemper had come on the run, found an empty spot in the middle of that 1-2-2. McGowan's pass is tipped out. Lady Rails have it. They go for a backdoor cut. Estes is there to get in front of Wilson. Cardinals come away with the rebound, and then in transition. I told you, Rails, they want to run in transition, and here they get a turnover in transition. Pass up ahead, intended for Buller, is picked off by Bozaiden. They're getting back inside. They go up. McGowan with the quick hands gets the block. Weber's there. She's already got 2 rebounds on the game. They'll run the transition game into the corner. Buller's got it at the wing, up top to McGowan. Cardinals will kick it around, and a bad pass ends up out of bounds. Cardinals lost the ball in the last 2 possessions. Going to have to be a little bit more accurate with the passing here. Bozaiden's got it in her hands. The one freshman that we expect to see a lot of play time. Stolen by McGowan, but she can't get the ball cleanly to Buller. And Emily Estes reaches over the top of Pitts. Emily will pick up her first foul. Emily was going for the tip. She was going to knock it away, but the ball was a little lower than expected, and Emily went ahead and followed through. Got Pitts on the shoulder. Bozaiden's shot is blocked. McGowan's already got 2 shot blocks. Beck gets a rebound, tries to go up with it. She gets blocked by Buller. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Buller after the block. So the Cardinals with 3 blocked shots in the early moments of the game. They're trying to get Beck open underneath, and instead it'll go to Myers. Myers puts up the shot. It's a miss. Buller's got the rebound, and Cardinals come in transition. They get into the corner for Weber. Buller's open at the high post. Beautiful pass underneath for Estes. Estes misses it, but gets her own rebound. Emily padding her rebounding stats there and gets the first 2 points of the game. Cardinals into their full court defense, and a pass out of bounds. It's tipped by Kemper. Kemper disagrees with the call. She doesn't seem to think she got a hold of that ball at all. Bozaiden's got it up top. They're looking to get Bozaiden underneath, and McGowan knocks another ball away. Cardinals defense shutting down everything so far here. Post has it in the corner. Rails really working that zone defense. Cardinals so far are finding openings. Just a matter of converting and getting things done to start getting points on the board. Kemper's wide open in the middle. Nice pass inside to McGowan. Beautiful look by Kemper. McGowan puts it in for another 2 points. Cardinals lead 4-0. McGowan deflects another ball. Kemper gets it, gets the pass. The assist goes to McGowan. Kemper gets the shot to fall, and a foul goes against Winoka. Lady Cardinals are overwhelming the Rails right now in every way but the scoreboard. It is 6 points already, but the Lady Cardinals are getting fingertips on almost every pass that's being thrown and have shut down everything from Winoka. So standout defensive performance already for the Lady Cardinals, and they hold a 7-point lead. This is the 2 against the 7 seed. McGowan almost gets another loose ball. Bozaiden's trying to drive. Double team breaks it up. She throws it out on the edge, or at the high post, to Myers. Myers puts up the shot, and it's a miss. Weber getting another rebound into Estes. McGowan setting up from downtown. And Jada puts it in. Another 3 points, and the Cardinals lead by double digits. Coach Klein's going to take a timeout and talk things over. Cardinals started slow and threw a couple of balls away, but the defense holding Winoka scoreless so far. Cardinal cheerleaders will be with us tomorrow. For now, they're at school getting their classwork done, with one notable exception. Our statistician extraordinaire, Ella Buller, is working with the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg to help make sure you got your stats and your score is all kept up and you're ready to go. Coach Schmaltz talking things over with the Lady Cardinals. Jumped out to an early lead, and that's with some missed opportunities. Cardinals threw away a couple of passes early, but are starting to get everything in line. Cardinals' game plan really finding big holes inside that Winoka defense so far. A 1-2-2 is something that you'll run if you're trying to take away the three-point line, but you have to move extremely quick. A lot of times, teams will drop the top of the 1-2-2 down into the middle. Cardinals in the full court defense. Macy Strain has come in. McGowan's taking a break. She got all those deflections early on. Alyssa Peters has come in. I didn't mention Alyssa Peters earlier because I wanted to highlight Alyssa had a breakout game against Forgan, scoring 17. Winoka finally gets their first shot onto the board. The Cardinals come down and set up on offense again. Weber's got it on the wing. Strain's got it up at the point. Buller over to Strain. Strain's open for it, but she'll head fake, come over the top of a screen from post. They look inside for Alyssa. Alyssa gets into the middle, outside for Buller. Buller for three. It's a miss. Kemper's there for the rebound, and the Cardinals will reset the offense. Back up top to Strain. Strain really pulling the top of that defense out, trying to get Beck to come up. Buller finds Megan Weber on a cut. Megan has a chance at a layup. I think she's surprised at how open she was. A miss on that layup. Rails get the rebound. Cardinals leading by 8. Boziden swinging for the fences. Luckily, unable to connect. She strikes out, but gets it into Beck. Beck with a beautiful reverse layup. Drains it, and it's a 6-point game now, 4-10. Up top to post. Cardinals have been attacking the middle of this defense so far. Sending cutters in from the wings. Also running some screens up top. Buller's wide open on the baseline. She'll put up the jumper. It'll bounce around. Weber goes for the rebound, and Weber's going to get called for a push. Two fouls for the Cardinals. Coach Schmaltz is going to go ahead and keep the two-man rotation running again. This time, Estes and McGowan will come back in. Buller and Weber will take a seat. Beck's got it out on the wing. They're looking to get down the floor in a hurry. You can see they love to transition hard when they can. Emily gets the rebound after the miss, but drags the foot as she's looking for an outlet. Not sure if Emily was looking to take off dribbling and decided against it, but either way, the turnover gives the ball back to the Rails. Out on the edge, Poseidon puts it up and another block for McGowan. Rails get the rebound. Beck dribbles in, goes for the jumper. It's a miss. Rebound inside to Pitts. Pitts goes backside to Poseidon. Poseidon puts it in. Rails were down 10-0 when they took the timeout. Coach Klein talks thing over, and it's been 3 straight buckets for the Lady Rails. Cardinals are getting opportunities. They're getting shots inside. Estes has it on the baseline. Cardinals running 5 out right now. Really opening things up on that defense. Strain dribble out to McGowan. McGowan's pass is tipped by Poseidon out of bounds. It's intended for Peters. Cardinals really trying to make that Lady Rail defense stretch to its utmost. Looking for breaking points and gaps in the middle. Strain has it into the corner for post. Estes is posting up, but the Cardinals will reset. Strain's up top. Back to McGowan. Cardinals have stopped cutting. They were going with cutters and coming through into the middle of that defense, but things have stalled just a little bit here. Not sure if it's adjustment by Winoka or if just a little bit different placement. Kimber Post sees an opening, drives inside, puts up the shot. It's a miss, but she gets her own rebound. Estes working hard on that low post, trying to get an opening. And Peters goes for the shot, rattles around, pops out, but Kemper Post gets another rebound. Kemper's going in the lane of the Giants and coming away with rebounds in the early going. Peters goes baseline to Estes, but it's a little bit too tall, and it goes out of bounds. Coach Smaltz working that 2-man rotation again. This time it's Weber and Bullard coming in as Peters and Post will take a break. Hitzel throwing in. Winoka in the full court. They get to see what the Cardinals' full court defense looks like. Cardinals have already had 1 steal and got points off of it. This time, another steal comes from it as Bullard provides some defense, forcing a pass a little bit off base. Strain is there to pick up the steal. Bullard cuts, finds Estes on the backside post. Estes wide open. Beautiful job by the Cardinal seniors working together. Long pass downfield. Looked like a quarterback looking for a downfield pass there. But unlike the Cardinal offense this year, when we were able to go deep early and often, the Lady Rails unable to complete that pass, and the Lady Cardinals will get to take it out right back underneath the basket since nobody touched it. Buller's got it. Watch for a give and go here. Buller ends up back in the corner. She's wide open. She'll go ahead and drive. Last year, Buller was able to drive and ended up pulling in tournament MVP honors, really dicing up some of the defenses here in the Buffalo tournament. McGowan gets a hand on the ball again. She's just harassing Poseidon. Poseidon ends up just throwing the ball at the rim. It's a miss. Buller's got the rebound coming the other way. Buller finds Strain on the corner. Back to McGowan at the wing. Cardinals will kick it around. They got 25 seconds left to figure things out on this last offensive possession. They opened up a 10-point lead before Winoka came back 6 points. Long shot's a miss. Weber fights for the rebound and gets it. Cardinals have 13 seconds left here. Buller sees an opening, drives inside. She'll put it in. Down the court it goes to Beck. Beck's going to chuck it. Almost gets it in. Cardinals, 14-point quarter here. They've been averaging 50 points over the last 4 games, and they're on pace for it again. Your stats for the first quarter. Jada McGowan has 5. One of those is a 3-pointer, 2 steals, and we've got her at 3 blocks. We might be a little bit light on that. Jada with a tremendous defensive first quarter to go with 1 assist. Kemper Post has 3 points to go with 3 rebounds and an assist. She's been hitting the boards hard. Abby Buller, the 2 points that she just scored to go with 2 rebounds, 2 blocks, and an assist. Megan Weber, 4 rebounds to lead the way on the boards for the Cardinals, and a foul, and Emily Estes with 4 points, 3 rebounds, a foul, and an assist. So the Lady Cardinals really doing a great job on rebounding, making sure that Winoka is not getting any extra opportunities, and as well picking up some second opportunities of our own. I'm not sure if Winoka has got a rebound on offense yet. I think our defense has shut them down.
Maybe one.
Maybe one.
They officially doesn't.
Your statistician extraordinaire, Ella Buller, and the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg both concur. We're not sure if we've seen Roanoke get an offensive rebound yet. Lady Cardinals dominating on the board and have a big lead already, 8 points after just 1 quarter. Roanoke has shown they'll run, and they've shown they can get some points with that 6-point burst that they had in the first quarter. But we start the second quarter with the Lady Cardinals leading by 8. Bozaiden's got it again, the freshman. Pulls up quick. Estes had it. Weber almost takes it away on a pass intended for Beck. Beck really likes to drive. Bozaiden and Beck especially, when they've got the ball in their hands, they're looking to go to the hole. Wilson picks it up top. Here it goes to Beck. Beck's looking for the opening. Estes stymies that drive. Bad pass to Bozaiden, and the steal ends up in Buller's hands. Weber looks up the court. Long pass is a little bit outside of Kemper's range, and it'll go out of bounds. Both teams wanting to run. Oh, nicely done there. They free up Wilson. Wilson will pull up, though. She had Myers down there with her. Beck gets the ball, drives in, puts up the shot, and I think Buller's going to pick up a foul. So Beck will go to the line shooting 2. This Winoka team plays hard, and they will push pace hard. But so far from what I've seen, and we'll have to see how the game plays out, Beck seems to be the one who's the most comfortable putting the ball in the bucket and scoring points in bunches. She's done it earlier this year. I had one game where she scored 19 in a big, close loss to a good team. Beck puts in both free throws, and it's a 6-point difference. Buller's got it on the edge. Bozaiden out on that wing, challenging against the Cardinals. Buller into the corner for Weber. Weber's wide open. She likes that baseline shot. It's a little long. Kemper can't track it down. And Wilson's got it. Wilson up front to Bozaiden. Bozaiden again. There you see it. Bozaiden will step up and just go ahead and chuck that 3. With that kind of confidence, it leads me to believe that she has hit those shots and she's comfortable with them. Otherwise, I'm not sure if Coach Klein would let her keep shooting them. But if you give her an inch, she will go ahead and put that ball up in the air quick. Winoka really stretching that defense out. Cardinals' game plan here has worked very well to find openings in that zone. They're also bringing wings across to get screens to open up backside. As the wings are coming across, Buller took one of those screens from post, was able to get the ball back after a give and go, went in, got the shot up. It's a miss, but her teammate, senior Emily Estes, is there, gets the rebound, puts it up, and gets fouled on the attempt, so Emily gets to shoot 2 free throws. Emily makes the first, misses the second. Peters fights for the rebound. Beck is there. Beck's got it. Beck wants to come down in a hurry. It's hard to get her stopped, but Lady Rails struggle with passing accuracy. Not the first time they've thrown it away. Pass was intended for Myers, and Beck put just a little bit too much sauce on it. Ends up out of bounds, and it's Cardinals ball again with the 7-point lead early in the second quarter. Peters to Buller. They're flashing post across. Post gives the screen. Weber's open. Weber took that power dribble, otherwise she would have had it. Defense collapsed in on her. Pass ends up out to Post. Post drains another 3. She joins McGowan in 3-point territory. And the Cardinals have a 10-point lead again. Here comes Beck. Beck is coming down the floor quick and fast, trying to drive. Beck's got it again. Peters will have to make sure she doesn't get an opening. Otherwise, she's likely to go to the hole if she gets that opportunity. Wilson's got it up top now. Bozaiden working hard with Estes on her. Lady Cardinals are playing man. Winoka, I don't think they play against man too often. A lot of the teams from their area play zone a lot more. The Lady Cardinals, with the quickness that we have on the floor, will play man often. The Cardinals have a 5-on-4 here. Buller brings it down. It's post, give and go. High post to Emily now. Emily back up top. Megan's going to go for a 3 and drain it. 21-8, Cardinals opening up the lead. 13 points now, their biggest in the game. Cardinals back to that full court man. little bit of miscommunication. We got some players open. Bo Zeiden had I think she had a 4-on-2. Buller looks and finds Kemper Post, and Post puts it in. The seniors working together beautifully in transition. And the Cardinals open it up. 15 points now the difference. If Winoka wants to push this kind of pace, the Lady Cardinals are going to be able to get out and run. The Cardinals so far have also shown that they've got way more depth than the Lady Rails do. Coach Klein has not brought anybody off the bench yet. The 5 starters have gone the whole way. She does have Devin Sager ready to go. She's got her warm-up off. It looks like she might be getting ready for her first sub here. But if you're going to run that kind of pace with the Lady Cardinals' speed getting up and down the court, either you got to be in cross-country shape or you're going to have to start subbing people in. Coach Schmaltz talking things over. Coming back out on the floor, you've got Strain, McGowan, Peters, Post, and Buller. Beck's got it. Looks for Bo Zeiden. Strain and McGowan switch. Now it's McGowan on Bo Zeiden. Oh, it gets tipped, but she's able to volleyball pass it over to Wilson. So Wilson's got it up top. Switch off. Post takes Wilson. Buller's got Bo Zeiden, but over on the edge, it's Beck working against Strain. That'd be dangerous if Beck comes inside. Beck's thinking the same thing. Beck working against Strain. Peters gives the help. Peters is there for the rebound, but Beck's able to get it over the top of her. Beck puts up a follow, but can't get it, and Kemper Post gets another rebound. Inside, Alyssa Peters wide open, and a nice pass from McGowan. Lady Cardinals doing a fantastic job moving the ball. Kemper Post takes the ball away, picks a pocket. McGowan's got it, back to Kemper. Kemper wide open, puts it up. This one's off the front of the rim. Beck's trying to get to it, but Strain and McGowan sandwich her. No easy transition opportunity there for Beck to take off down the floor, but the ball does get tipped out of bounds by the black jerseys, and the Lady Rails will try again here. Sager does come in. We'll see who took a break here in a second. I think it was not Wilson. It was Pitts. So Pitts goes to the bench. Everybody else from the Lady Rails has had to play the whole way so far. Out on the edge to Beck. Post is on her. They're trying to free up Myers underneath. The Lady Cardinals defense isn't allowing any clean looks into the post. Already starting to see hands on the hips from the Lady Rails. This pressure from Lady Cardinals, I talk about it a lot. If you can play defensive pressure and stay close to your opponent, you will start to see them tire out, not just physically, but emotionally and even psychologically. Errors start to mount. Passes that would have been clean before are a little bit too long. And Winoka's strength does not seem to be in their passing accuracy, so this could get a little bit worse, and this game could get out of hand. Cardinals already up by 17. 25-8 with a big lead. McGowan looking to pick the pocket again. She knocks it away from Bo Zeiden, but Beck is there. Beck's a real hustler. She goes up for the shot. Buller blocks it. McGowan comes away with the rebound, and here comes Post in transition. Cardinals transition game. They're just running at will right now. They're beating the Lady Rails down the court. Oops. Kemper Post went for the steal. She's already done it a couple of times, but this time too much contact on Wilson. Kemper's got double digits now. She's sitting at 10 points, leading the way for all scorers. In fact, she's beating the Lady Rails by herself. She's got 10. Winoka's still looking for their 10th point. Wilson trying to get free. McGowan just not letting anything come easy. Knocks another pass out. McGowan, if the pass is near those long arms and her fantastic timing, she's knocking that ball every which way but the direction that Winoka wants it to go. Bo Zeiden will give up the inbound duties. Wilson's able to finally get it in. Post takes away another ball. Beck went for the spin move, and Kemper's there waiting on it. Kemper gets the steal off of that, but great job by Peters. And then Strain gets a ball. Cardinals have it on offense. McGowan going for another three. It's a miss. Buller almost gets the rebound. Oh, we got contact. Bo Zeiden got hit. McGowan went for the deflection, missed the ball, and got Bo Zeiden upside the head. That's first foul on McGowan, third on the Lady Cardinals. Inbound to Beck. Oh, that would have been a travel normally, but a little bit of a miscommunication. Myers is wide open, but that's what'll happen. Lady Cardinals, you can see it now, the defensive pressure leading to errors on what would normally be an easy play. Myers misses the wide open bump shot. Cardinals going the other way. Peters tries to get it over the top of Myers, but she was trying to force it to Abby Buller. Bozide and Peters hand fighting for the ball. Oh, we were right on the verge of a 10-second call. Boy, that was a long time for that ball to be sitting in that backcourt. And Peters ends up getting called for the foul. That's her first and fourth on the team. Peters and Buller will take a break. Estes and Weber come back in. Lady Cardinals not giving any breaks here to the Lady Rails. Downfield it goes. Wilson's got it. And it's back in Bozaiden's hands. Boziden wants to take off, but this time, instead of dribbling, she looks for the long pass. Emily Estes steps in front, gets the steal. Emily misses the layup. Wilson ends up with it after deflection. McGowan trying to take it away again. McGowan is just harassing these poor Lady Rails. She's downright picking on them so far. Those quick hands and good foot placement, making sure she's in the right place at the right time. Coach Klein's going to try another sub. Beck's going again, and McGowan will knock another ball out of bounds. Change my zoom to 1.8. Throw into Beck. Beck looks to drive. She drives right into a triple team. Gets the ball to shot. Gets the shot to fall, sorry. I'm not sure who the contact's going to be on. Lady Cardinals look to go straight. Oh, somebody got her upside the head. That foul's going to go on Strain, so.
All of our players have one foul.
Everybody's got one foul for the Lady Cardinals, but nobody with more than one. Estes gets the rebound after the missed free throw. Lady Rails finally get into double figures. It's a 19-point difference. Estes is open. Nice pass from Weber. Kick back out for Strain. Strain trying to make it rain. A little bit long. Post harassing on the rebound attempt. Finally, Wilson comes away with it. Beck almost getting an offensive, I was going to say offensive interference there. They're looking for Beck. Man, the Cardinal guards are just going after these Lady Rails. Wilson looks to get it to Pitts. Pitts has it. Beck flashes down low, and it's knocked out of bounds again. Weber and Estes were both there. Lady Cardinals' quickness at some point, it starts to look like it's mind reading, but it's just experience, and what the Rails are running on offense is not complicated enough to fool the Lady Cardinals. There you see it again. Peters gets the tip. McGowan gets a steal. They pass it up ahead to Macy Strain, who's wide open, making a layup. And Cardinals 31-10 with the big lead here against Winoka. Steal by Megan Weber. Inside for Strain. Strain goes up. A lot of contact. Estes gets the rebound and puts it in. 33-10. McGowan knocks it out again. Again, Lady Cardinals can just see everything that the Rails are doing, and they're faster to the ball. This is what smart basketball looks like. And playing full court defense long enough, you start to understand what your opponent's going to try to do. Beck gets an opening, has to pick it up. Long pass to nobody. Strain's almost able to get to it, but Boziden beats her there on just pure foot speed. They look inside for Beck. McGowan overplays it, almost gets another steal. Beck's able to get it with McGowan overplaying Beckett. It's a clean look at the bucket. And the sixth field goal of the entire game for Winoka just now, right before half. Strain's got it. Backside's open, but Boziden saw it and collapsed on it. Strain was going to hit Peters on that backside. McGowan, backside corner for Strain. Strain drives in. Kick out for Weber. Weber puts it up. Bounces around. Estes gets pushed underneath the bucket. Referee's not going to call that foul at the very end of the first half. It's just been the Cardinals throwing the ball in anyway. Lady Cardinals with a big lead, 33-12 here in Buffalo, taking on the Winoka Lady Rails and having their way with that offense. Winoka just can't get the ball down the floor. When they do, they're so harassed, they're throwing the ball away. So only 12 points for the entire first quarter. Let me run through the stats for you. Jada McGowan sitting at 5 points, a rebound, a foul, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 3 assists. Jada with a fantastic line, well balanced. Kemper Post leading the way. She has matched Winoka's total all by herself. A lot of it coming off transition, but she's added a 3-pointer and a free throw to go to put the total at 12 points, 4 rebounds, a foul, and 2 steals and an assist. Abby Buller, 1 bucket in transition, 2 rebounds. Sorry, not in transition. Off a drive, 2 rebounds, a foul, a steal, 3 blocks, and 2 assists. Alyssa Peters, a bucket, a rebound, a foul, a steal. Macy Strain, a bucket and a foul and a steal. Megan Weber, 5 rebounds and a 3-pointer to go with a foul and a steal. Emily Estes on her way to a double-double. She's got 7 points and 7 rebounds to go with a foul, a steal, and an assist. Nobody else has hit the stat line yet. Lady Cardinals opened it up with a 14-6 first quarter. They opened it at 10-0 before Winoka was able to get anything going. Winoka got 3 quick buckets to answer after a timeout. That made it the 6 points of the 14-6 first quarter. And then the Lady Cardinals really going to town with a 19-6 second quarter. So big lead here. Day 1 of the Buffalo tournament. Lady Cardinals trying to defend their crown. They are the 2-time champion. Last 2 years they've won this tournament. Trying to defend that title and bring home some more hardware to the Cardinal trophy case this year. After this game, your Cardinal boys will be facing off against the Sharon Mutual Trojans. That'll be an interesting game to watch. Sharon Mutual comes in, struggling a little bit on the year, and so the Cardinals might be a similar type game to this. There'll be some more stuff to talk about when we get to that game, though, but we'll take a break for the moment. That was a fast first half after we had to start a little bit late, but if you need to, grab yourself a break, a drink, or a snack. If you're at Turpin and you're watching the game, hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you're getting that homework done and staying on top of things. The Lady Cardinals are already easily on their way to what looks like a big win. We'll hopefully get to see what I love so much, a JV scrimmage at some point in the second half. Once we get up by around 30 or so, we'll have to see what Coach Schmaltz decides to do with the young ladies on the Lady Cardinals team. But it looks like we're going to get a chance to see everybody come off the bench and play at least some in this game. That means that the Cardinals will be in the winner's bracket for this tournament. That means that tomorrow we'll put the Cardinals in a 5:30 game. So we'll be playing much later in the day. So we won't have to miss school to come for that one. If the guys win, and I don't have to be much of a prophet to predict that our guys are most likely going to win, they'll play at 4:15 tomorrow. So we'll be looking at late afternoon, early evening games tomorrow if both teams are able to fulfill their side of the bargain and get wins today. So grab yourself a break, get ready. There'll be more basketball coming back in just over 4 minutes. This will run it for you. Do you know what Dr. Pepper is? I told you this, right?
Probably. Yeah. What is it? That's when, like,
for you using that spices.
when people are like, I want to try this.
It's not a cola. Cola is cola and pepper. Dr. Pepper is it's dominant flavors.
It's like, you know when they like hit, like spicy cherry soda. It's. I saw that.
But it
the
is
other
like
day,
23 flavors, though, so it's
and I
not
was
just.
like, and then you put a lemon slice in it. I want to try
bet
it
it'd be good.
so bad. Yep. Easy wouldn't let me. Is that your video? Yeah. You want to see your name on my phone?
she was like, I was like, you're ready. She said, I'm like, yeah. So I just started putting her name as that, or Tiana. It kind of changes. And then,
Okay, because we were going through like Disney princesses thing about who like would be what when we were all like
and then this is our background. I'm gonna die of a sodium stroke if I keep doing this. Dude, it's like this is Tatum's like
she has to get
I've not seen how bad of salt.
she gets her Ziploc baggie of salt.
I just started out. I just started out.
And then there's a hit next to her name. Yep. You haven't done that since.
Lady Cardinals stayed in the locker room for almost the entire halftime. Might have needed a little bit of rest. That was a lot of back and forth going up and down that court. Cardinals putting the starters back out on the floor. Post, Weber, McGowan, Buller, and Estes. Finish the clock. We're waiting on Buffalo's halftime clock to run all the way down. McGowan's got it. That 1-2-2 defense really did not cause any problems, and the Cardinals show why on the first play, essentially running an alley-oop. Beautiful job. Estes posts up, providing what works as a screen. It's not illegal, but works as a screen shot. Wonderful pass. And then Cardinals, again, knocking a pass away, just not letting Winoka have any clean looks. Estes doing it again. Myers was coming off a good cut and looked like she might have a gap. But just getting open is not enough. The passer has to be able to get that pass off cleanly. This time they do a good job freeing up Bozaiden, and then McGowan gets another block. McGowan blocks the shot. Weber tips it to Estes. Estes picks up the rebound. Buller bringing the ball down. Buller kicking it out to post on the web, or out on the wing. McGowan picks it up. Cardinals will reset. They're running essentially a 5-out. Open stuff up, get cutters. It's worked very well. Estes looks for Buller on the backside post. Myers reads her mind, gets her hands in the way. Estes tries to push it through to get the pass to Abby, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Emily. Myers, the lone senior on the squad for the Winoka Lady Rails this year. Showing some experience with playing up against Estes there. And the Cardinals will go back into that half-court defense. Beck flashes. Weber overplays, almost gets to it. Buller's there to provide the assistance. knocks the ball out. Beck doesn't get a chance at a shot. Cardinals are getting really confident here, so they're starting to overplay passes, which can just then aggravate the problems that the Winoka has. There you see Kemper Post cleanly just picks off a pass, gets it off to Megan Weber. No foul as Beck knocks the ball out of Weber's hands out of bounds. Cardinals will throw it in underneath. Beck is really fast. She's staying up with Megan, and that's impressive because there's hardly anybody in the state who can stand with Megan. McGowan shoots it from the corner. It's a miss, but Estes is right there. Emily gets the rebound, puts it in. We'll call that a pass. Unofficially, we'll call it an assist for McGowan. That was a pass. Lady Cardinals offense still rolling, 37-12. They got it to Bo Ziden. Remember, if you give Bo Ziden an inch, that ball's up in the air. She's looking for it. She's trying to challenge. Estes helps get her to pick it up. They get Beck coming in. Buller's going to block Beck's shot, but they're going to say that Buller got a little bit of Beck's arm along the way. Now, Beck made both free throws last time she got up. We'll see if she can complete it here. She does not. That's the first time in a while that Winoka had a chance at a clean look. And then here comes another set of Cardinal fingers knocking that ball away. Beck gets one of the two free throws. 13-37. Buller's already down in the corner. Cardinals are running transition. They're already in the front half. Running cutters. They've dropped down to a 2-3 now. Megan puts up a shot. It's a miss. And Kemper gets another rebound. So they've moved, and they've got Myers in the middle, and Beck is now out on one post with Pitts on the other side. Megan's wide open. She'll put it up. Estes comes in, fights for the rebound with Beck, and it's a jump ball. Cardinals had the ball to start the quarter, so this one will be Winoka's. So defensive adjustment here by Coach Klein. They'd had Beck playing up top. Beck's quickness should be something that would make that possible if everything's running correctly, but Winoka so far has struggled to stop the Cardinals defensively. So an adjustment by Coach Klein to go to a 2-3. Now 2-3 works well for inside, but we'll see if the Cardinals adjust with more outside shooting. They've made 2 threes so far. They went with a three-pointer there against the 2-3. Beck gets an opening, goes in, but misses it. And Estes gets the rebound and gets tied up. Coach Schmaltz will run that 2-man rotation, sending in 2 new players every couple of minutes. McGowan and Estes will take a quick break. Post throws it into Weber. Lady Cardinals working on limited time here, sitting with a 24-point lead. Likely won't see much of the starters in the fourth quarter. Kemper Post trying to make it an earlier day than even that with another three-pointer. Kemper's got 15, I think. 15 for Kemper Post. She got all tournament honors at the Merit Tournament and looking to add her name onto the list and bring home a little bit of personal hardware as the Cardinals look to defend their 2-time trophy here at the Buffalo Tournament. Beck gets blocked again by Buller. A rebound underneath by Myers, but Kemper Post comes away with it. Strain's got a wide open layup. She'll put it in. Oops, a miss, but Buller's there and ball gets knocked out. Macy might have heard a few footsteps. Macy's wide open. Head fake. Comes inside, puts up that jumper. She loves that little floater when she penetrates and hits the lane. And she'll draw a foul on Winoka. Winoka's playing with hardly any fouls. Their defense isn't getting close enough to the Cardinals in most cases, honestly. Macy puts in the first of 2. Cardinals break the 40-point barrier. 41 now with Macy's free throw. Macy makes both. Bo Ziden working hard. Peters staying on top of it. Again, Bo Ziden will love an opening. She's trying to find one, puts up the shot, but it's a miss off the front of the rim. Pitts gets it. Macy Strain blocks Pitts' shot. Buller and Myers are working. Oh. Buller gets called for the foul. It's her third. She'll come off the floor. She might be done for the day. Post and Weber are also coming off. And Hadley Campbell will make her first appearance, coming in with Estes and McGowan. Throw it into Myers. Myers loses it. And then underneath. Pitts gets it, goes up. Emily stuffs it entirely, and a jump ball is called. I thought Winoka had the last jump ball. Beck running baseline, gets inside a strain and just throws that ball up. Beck's just throwing her body around in there, and they're going to let her. Beck came in, just pushed her way in against Macy. No offensive foul was called. Instead, they let Beck flail around a little bit. And eventually, Beck gets enough contact on the shot that she draws the foul on Emily Estes. Cardinals up by 29. Beck gets one to make it 28. Beck misses the second. Poseidon sneaks inside for a rebound. She doesn't get it, but in the scrum, loose ball ends up in Pitts' hand, and Pitt gets another bucket. And Winoka with another burst of points. They trail now by 26. Meyer steps in front of a pass intended for Estes. Meyer's having a good quarter here for the Lady Rails, trying to keep this game close. And a loose ball ends up in Estes' hands. Hadley Campbell doing a good job on defense with harassing the Lady Rails. Estes puts the ball on the ground, ends up losing it. And Pitts will come away with the steal. McGowan working against Poseidon. Beck now trying to find an opening. Campbell shuts it down, though. Poseidon's back up top. It's kind of a two-man game with Beck and Poseidon. Estes gets a rebound after a miss. McGowan's got it up the floor to Melissa Peters. Finds Campbell. Man, a lot of contact. Referees are not wanting to give the Cardinals any more whistles. I'm not sure what the deal is here. That's a lot of contact, but I guess they figured the Lady Cardinals don't need any further help since they've already got a 24-point lead. McGowan's got it over on the edge. They work it to Peters, the back up top to McGowan. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. I'm not sure if they're saying that Jada threw it out cleanly or if it got tipped off of Macy's fingers. But either way, the ball ends up out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals. Poseidon picks it up at the high post, trying to find somebody, and there's Beck. Beck drives in. It's a miss. Loose ball, scrum for it. Whoa, a massive humanity on the floor. Referees might need to start calling something. They do end up calling a jump ball. Peters will throw it in. Klein will go to the bench and send in Drevin Sager. Myers will go to the bench to get a break. McGowan's got it on the wing. Cardinals run that 5 out. Peters wide open on the backside. Campbell looks to get it to her, but Pitts does a good job of collapsing onto the backside post. Knocks out of bounds, and again, they're saying that's last touch by the Cardinals. Man, every loose ball going out of bounds is it's off of the black jerseys right now. Lady Cardinals got up to the big lead and kind of stalled with things here in the second half of the third quarter. Poseidon looking for an opening, drives inside. A little bit of contact that time, but enough for a whistle against the black jerseys. Hadley Campbell drawing the foul. And 9 of the last 11 fouls have been called against the Lady Cardinals in the game. No danger of Lady Rails getting back into this game, but Lady Cardinals trying to put things away, bring in some more bench depth, and let some youngsters get in. Lady Rails not doing their part. Lady Cardinals just going to have to clean it up and go back to what they were doing in the first half with stealing pretty much every ball the Lady Rails put in the air. This one is a steal going the other way. Macy's pass is picked off by Pitts. Bozaiden's got it. McGowan has shut her down. Bozaiden looked to try to go the hole every time she gets a chance. It takes a screen from Beck to free her up. Pitts up top, out on the edge to Sager. Back to Bozaiden. They look inside for Pitts. Strain jumps on the loose ball, and another jump. Macy's doing a good job swallowing that thing up. Possession arrow goes Winoka's way. Bozaiden looking for an opening. Long pass up top goes to Pitts. Pitts working against Peters. Beck drives baseline, puts it up. Inside, Bozaiden gets a rebound. And another foul called on the black jerseys. Lady Cardinals, if they'll block out, they've been going for blocks. They were getting them earlier in the game. Now that kind of contact's being called a foul. That is now 2 on Weber. Bozaiden puts the first free throw in, and Cardinals have been knocking on the door of a 30-point lead a moment ago, but Lady Rails have put on a burst of points here and have pulled it back to 22. Weber up the floor in a hurry, finds Post. Post goes a give and go with Megan, and the ball get knocked out of bounds. Kimber's got it up top. Just over 40 seconds left. Cut inside by Kemper. She finds Jada. That time the contact's enough to call the foul. Jada will go to the line shooting 2. Only the second foul of the quarter on the Lady Rails. And the first called against Beck. Jada puts up the first. It's a miss. Jada makes a second. Cardinals lead 43-20. Jada working against Bozaiden. Bozaiden really trying to find an opening. Drives in. Peters helps get her stopped. Shots missed. Alyssa gets the rebound. Kemper's got it. Emily up the floor. 2 on 2. Wide open. I say wide open. Sager was actually there harassing Weber just a little bit, but Estes with a beautiful pass picks up the assist. Megan gets the quick bucket, and the Cardinals end with this quarter with a couple of points. Estes had grabbed another steal right before the end of the quarter. We'll go ahead and count that one. Buzzer was after Estes had picked it off and started to make the pass to Megan. Cardinals lead 45-20. When you're up by 25 entering the fourth quarter and it's the first round of a tournament you've won the last 2 years, what kind of things are you saying in that huddle? While we're waiting on our stats, that's one of the things we can ponder. Coach Biebermeyer is getting ready to coach the Lady Cardinals in a few minutes, so he's not currently down on the sideline, but with coaches who've been to state with their tremendous records, like Smaltz and Strain, there's no telling what they're doing. Currently going over the stats with the young ladies. Here's our stats. Jada McGowan has 6 to go with a rebound, a foul, 3 steals, 4 blocks, and 3 assists. Kemper Post adds to her total, leading the way with 15, 4 rebounds, a foul, 3 steals, and an assist. Abby Buller, a bucket, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, 4 blocks, and 2 assists. Alyssa Peters, 1 bucket, 2 rebounds, a foul, a steal. Mason Strain, 4 points. 2 of those free throws, a foul, a steal. Megan Weber, 5 rebounds, 7 points, 2 fouls, and a steal. And Emily Estes at 9 and 9. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 fouls, 2 steals, and an assist. Emily right on the door of a double-double. Hadley Campbell came in, picked up 1 foul. Cardinals win the quarter again. This time it's 12-8, and they'll start the quarter with the ball. On the floor for the Cardinals, you've got Weber, Post, McGowan, Peters, and Estes. Buller likely done for the game. She came out after a little bit of contact. Might have to rest that ACL-less knee. Beautiful looking baseline shot from Megan Weber. 2 points for her. McGowan, again, all over Bo Zeiden. Bo Zeiden has to pick it up. Far outside. And Pitts will go ahead and drive. Finds Beck. Beautiful pass. Beck had snuck down to the low post. Pitts did a good job on the drive to pull the defense out to her. Hits Beck on a wonderful looking play. So a good start by the Lady Rails there. Both teams scoring on their first possession. Another substitution in for the Rails is Aubrey Delano, the freshman coming in. I don't think she's been in yet. She joins Sager, who's still in, with Pitts, Beck, and Bo Zeiden. Cardinals drive in and draw another foul on Beck. And Weber's going to get the chance to go to the line shooting 2. Megan makes the first. Cardinals lead is 26. That is now 10 for Megan. Megan makes the second. So 2 Cardinals already in double digits. Estes trying to make it 3. Cardinals have scored at least 50 points in the last 4 games and knocking on the door of doing it again. My guess is that within 7 minutes they'll be able to manage at least 1 more point. Megan's going to get called for contact. That's the least contact we've seen called for a whistle so far in this game. 2 teams have been playing a lot on defense, trying to harass each other going full court, but that's now 3 on Megan. Pitts has it. Bo Zeiden flashes to the corner, but Pitts sees an opening, goes in, misses it, gets her own rebound. Beck is there for a follow, though, and Beck gets a rebound and the shot's in. Into the corner for Kemper. Kemper looks for Alyssa. Alyssa's ball gets knocked away, but Megan picks it up. Emily drives inside and gets the points to make it 11 for her. So 3 Cardinals in double digits. And the Cardinals now lead 51-24. Bo Zeiden and McGowan continue their duel. It's taking screens to get Bo Zeiden the openings that she needs. Kemper Post picks up a deflection to get another steal. Megan Weber takes it the length of the floor. Almost gets that layup to go. She was moving. Bo Zeiden picks up the rebound and is coming the other way. Pitts has it out on the wing. Peter steps out to match her. Lady Cardinals very aggressive on defense in this game. They have played a gem. McGowan knocks away another one, and Peters comes away with the steal. Oh, Beck didn't like that one and knocks down Peters. Somebody's going to get called on the contact, and it'll be Bo Zeiden. So Peters was a part of the steal. Beck just goes ahead and gives the freshman a trip to the floor. But the Cardinals have it after the second foul on Bo Zeiden. Kemper's got it out on the wing. Pitts is challenging. They're running a 2-1-2 now on defense and extending it, but Megan Weber says that's not far enough. She drops in 3 from the outside, and the Cardinals now have 54. Cardinals were at 30 in the third quarter before Winoka went on a run, dropping the lead down to 22. Estes comes away with another loose ball. Cardinals racking up the steal numbers here. Pass to McGowan, gets tipped, goes out of bounds, but the Lady Cardinals will have it from the sideline. Macy will come in, Alyssa to the bench. We were running a 2-man rotation. We change up that trend, bringing in Macy. All by her lonesome. Kemper's got it up top. Cardinals really making that 2-1-2 work. Kemper goes to the corner. She's wide open. She does the mirror image of Megan's 3-pointer the last time down. Cardinals put in another 3 points and are sitting at 57 now. Cardinals with a 33-point lead here. Pitts loses the ball out of bounds. Cardinal pressure. Those footsteps will be ringing in the ears all the way into the nightmares these young Lady Rails will have tonight. This Cardinal defense has been all over them. Estes, whoa, that was a lot of contact. somehow that ends up out of bounds off the Cardinals. Pitts was all over Emily, looked like a brand new coat. Not enough contact for the whistle, though. Cardinals have enough of a lead, I guess. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Emily, and so Winoka gets a chance to run their offense again. Pitts looking for Beck. Estes and Weber stop that shot, and Estes gets another. It doesn't count as a block because it's the jump ball, but that's essentially what it is. Emily's done that twice now. Possession arrow stays with Winoka. Throw into Delano. Back to Beck. Beck likes to drive, but Cardinals defense has shut that down enough that that part of the game plan's gone away. Bozaiden and Beck playing a two-man game. Beck loses the ball. Beck did this earlier, just got into the middle of the Cardinal defense, threw her body around until enough contact was had for the whistle to blow. Same thing here. And so Beck will go up getting a shoot two. That foul goes against Kemper Post. It's her second. Beck makes both. Cardinals by 31, 57-26. Weber into McGowan. On the floor for the Cardinals. McGowan, Post, Estes, Weber, and Strain. Long shots up. Cardinals almost hit another three. Beck's got the rebound. She's got a 1-on-3. She's going to take it all by herself. Again, she looks for a black jersey, runs into it while she throws the ball in the air. That'll be enough for a shooting foul, and Beck will go to the line shooting two. Second on Macy. Beck doing a good job from the free throw line. What's her total? Beck has a bunch of free throws. Oh, sorry, the other Beck. Give me a total there. Beck makes both. And the Lady Cardinal lead is under 30 now, 29. 8 free throws for Beck. Winoka's extending the defense a little bit. A lot of contact. Strain and Beck meet up on both sides of the court. Oh, sorry, that was Post and Beck. Beck now has 3 fouls. Under 4 left to go. Give and go from Estes and Post out to Strain. Weber's wide open. She'll put up the shot. It's a miss, but Estes is there. That gives her another rebound. That means Emily gets a double-double for the game. Emily misses the putback, and on the rebound, it gets pulled away by Beck. So Winoka has the ball coming the other way. Pitts drives, throws one up on the baseline. Beck and Pitts collapse on it, knock the ball out of bounds, but somehow that's off of a black jersey. Seriously, how in the world is that off of one of us? Missed shot, nobody's there but Pitts. Oh, Emily might have tweaked an ankle. Buller went out a little bit earlier, and Emily cranked that ankle. She's having to take a moment here and regain her composure. We'll go ahead and get the screen off of her. She's not down, but she took a lot of contact, had to stop. She's having to do some deep breaths right now and get things put back together. Tremendous game for the senior. She's got a double-double. So Peters is back in with McGowan, Post, Strain, and Weber. Strain's open in the corner. Looks for Alyssa Peters. Ball gets knocked away. And Wilson will come the other way with it. Bozaiden with those screens again. They're looking for Beck inside. Megan knocks it away. Again, just Bodies crashing to the floor. And it's another jump ball. This time it goes to the black jerseys. Cardinals leading by 27. Strain's got it coming the other way. Strain out to McGowan. Peters is sneaking in the backside post. We'll see if they hit her. Chiefs pops back out to the wing, and she's got it. Back up top to Kemper. A lot of contact. We're seeing touch fouls on one side. And then the Lady Cardinals practically getting decleated. Peters out to post. Inside to Weber, who's wide open. My word, a huge amount of contact. Not sure how much it takes. Megan hit the floor. Beck hit Megan. Megan goes down. Ball ends up in Beck's hands. Winoka with a lot of contact. The referees just... Oh, now we'll have a touch foul. So, Megan hits the floor the last time down. This time, I guess somebody got a piece of a jersey, and that's going to be enough. Beck's got 4 fouls now. And Megan gets to shoot 2. This game should have been over about 5 minutes ago. Coach Klein still has her starters on the floor, so Coach Schmaltz has got to still match up with them. Miss on the shot, Bozaiden's got it. Cardinals by 26. And it looks like Coach Klein's going to go ahead and bring in some backups. Peters matching up with Wilson. Post almost gets another steal, taking it away from Delano. They get inside for Beck, and Beck gets a shot up. Megan again was overplaying, just about got to it. Megan drives in deep, kick out to Kemper. Strains wide open, looks to make it rain, and does.
Beck has 20 points.
Beck's got 20 points to lead the way for all scorers. And Cardinal starters will call it a night. Coming in, let's go ahead and highlight them as they'll finish things off here in style for the Cardinals. You got Cabry Giesel, Alexis Barrett, Valerie Ponce, Morgan Rohrbaugh, and Melanie Medina. Still got 2 starters out there, including Bozaiden. She finally gets the opening she needs and puts up a long shot. Valerie Ponce gets the rebound, though. Alexis Barrett bringing it down. Barrett and Rohrbaugh in the corner. Rohrbaugh's open. She thinks about it and then goes to the backside for Giesel. Giesel flashes across. Morgan's open again. Morgan gives a head fake back to Valerie. Valerie to Alexis. Alexis will take that shot. It gets tipped a little bit. Morgan's got the rebound. Giesel drives, kicks to Morgan. Morgan over the top of the defense, finds Valerie for a wide open jumper. Bounces around, it's a miss. Melanie tips it, and it's go out of bounds off of the Winoka Lady Rails. Melanie will come out. Marlene Hernandez comes onto the floor. Ponce looking for an opening. Hits Hernandez. Hernandez kick out on the edge for Barrett. Barrett back up to Giesel. Giesel to Ponce. Ponce. Rohrbaugh'll put up that 3 now. It gets tipped a little bit. Bozaiden gets a rebound. Bozaiden will take her last shot of the game. She took every opening she had, but it wasn't enough to score the points the Lady Rails needed to win this game. Beck ended up with 20, by the way. 8 of them free throws to go with 6 shots on the inside. Bozaiden, for all of the shooting, ended up with 4 points off of free throws to go with another 4 off of field goals. But your Lady Cardinal stats are what you're caring about as we're getting ready to watch your Cardinal men in a few moments. McGowan finishes with 6, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, 3 steals, 4 blocks, and 3 assists. Kemper Post for the Cardinals, a game-high 18, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls, 3 steals. Abby Buller, a bucket, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, 4 blocks, and 2 assists. Alyssa Peters, 2 points, 2 rebounds, a foul, and 2 steals. Macy Strain, 7 points. One of those a 3, 2 free throws. Wait, that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. And then a foul and a steal. Megan Weber, 15 points, 2 of those 3-pointers, 5 rebounds, 3 fouls, and a steal. And Emily Estes gets that double-double. She finishes with 11. 1 of those was a free throw, 10 rebounds, 2 fouls, 3 steals, and an assist. Morgan Rohrbaugh came in and got a rebound. Hadley Campbell came in to get a foul to round out the stat sheet. Lady Cardinals with the huge lead, 14-6 in the first quarter, leading to a 33-12 big lead at half. So 21 points. They open that lead up even more with an 12-8 third quarter. Things stalling out a little bit in that third quarter as the lowest scoring quarter for the Cardinals, and then finishing things off with a 16-14 fourth quarter as Winoka, to their credit, really trying hard to stay in the game and come back. So 61-34 the final. The Cardinals' 5-game winning streak continues. Their streak of over 50-point games continues. So good job for the Lady Cardinals, and we'll get ready to start getting ready. Sorry, that's redundant. To get ready for the Cardinals taking on the Sharon Mutual Trojans. So give me just a moment to grab my prep, and then we'll start talking about this game. All right, before we played Forgan, I told you I'd give you a halftime grade, a mid-season grade card to go through what the Cardinals are doing well, where our strengths are for the season. And so I've got that for you. I messed up and printed off the wrong stuff when I went to Forgan, but I got it now. So Cardinals, so far as we hit the mid-season point, one thing that I love to point out is this team has been consistent over the course of games. They don't have one quarter that stands out. They don't have one quarter that lacks. They have been a little stronger in the second half than they are in the first half, and one of the places where that really shows is from the three-point line. From the three-point line in the first half of games, we shoot over 33%, which, by the way, that's the magic number for three-pointers. If you're hitting that, that's the equivalent of shooting 50% on twos, which is kind of your standard. In the first half, we shoot in the 20s. That's one of the only places where I see a significant difference as far as consistency goes. One place where we really stand out is defensive rebounding. Teams only get offensive rebounds 1 in 4 tries, which is a tremendous mark for how we're rebounding as a team. Really good job. That's a team mark. You have to work together to be able to put up stats like that. Getting good placement, getting good blockouts. So we convert defensive rebounds at over 70%, which is really impressive. In the third quarter alone, we hit 83% of our defensive rebound opportunities. So opponents are not getting very many second chances. So when you combine that with a man-to-man defense where you're staying close to the opponent, it means you get a lot of extra possessions and shut theirs down. Shooting-wise, we're doing a good job. Our effective field goal percentage is 42%, which is pretty good. Could be better, but we do shoot outside a lot. So that pulls that down a little bit. Our deflections are standout. We're averaging almost 13 deflections a game, which goes to team defense again. This year's team playing a lot of full court man, really working together well. And so it's not that the steal numbers are that high, but the deflections are really high. Combining that with, we've been doing a good job of not getting in foul trouble this year, only averaging a little over 12 fouls a game. So great job by the team so far. As far as scoring and stats, things like that, I don't normally try to feed the stat piggies too much because the egos can can really start to get picked up. But I do want to point out, we do have 2 seniors leading the way as far as scoring goes. Bryson and Gunner both averaging double digits. Bryson's averaging almost 15 a game, and Gunner's at 11 a game. Carson Peters comes in 3rd right now in the game in terms of scoring, and he's averaging 8 a game. As far as rebounds go, again, it's the 2 seniors who've done a great job with their leadership as well as statistically for the year. Bryson and Gunner both averaging over 5 a game. 6.7 for Gunner and a little over 5. Defensively, Bryson has been amazing. He's averaging almost 4 steals a game, which is just ridiculous. And that goes with a whole pile of deflections. So he's getting a lot of deflections. When the team's getting a lot of deflections, and on the team, almost every one of the starters is averaging over 1 deflection a game, almost 2 a game. So that's where those deflection numbers come from, which leads to a lot of turnovers, messes up possessions for the other team, and just generally causes havoc. This game, as we get ready for it, there's not much to talk about. Sharon Mutual comes into this game, they have struggled on the year. They are 5-10, but honestly, that is being generous. The competition they have played has not been very good. And of their wins, to highlight and point out, they did beat up on Tologa. They had co-opted with Tologa in previous years, so those are 2 squads that know each other well. They beat up on Tologa and beat them by 40, but other than that, the wins have been few and hard to come by. Burlington Freedom was a win by only 2, and then they have a forfeit win against Billings, so that's one of their 5 wins. The other one was against Cimarron, so teams they've struggled with a lot. So their other win was another one against Billings, so they had the forfeit win against Billings and an overtime win against Billings. So statistically, not a lot that I want to go into as far as Sharon Mutual goes. This looks to be a game, plain and simple, where we're probably going to see our backups and get to play the whole bench in the game, and it might be before we reach the end of the first half. Sharon Mutual, by the way, only has 5 guys. They've got a 6th guy listed on the roster, but he's not suited up. So with the Cardinals pacing, it's going to be very, very difficult for Sharon Mutual to stay in this game. So we'll look to see the Cardinals run, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what that'll look like. Sharon Mutual tries to play zone as well, which could lead to a whole bunch of 3-point opportunities for the Cardinals. So Sharon Mutual does get the tip and then turns it over with a travel. So could be an indicator of what we're looking for in this game. That's this one open. They go for a backside play, almost like an alley-oop to Bryson. It gets stolen, though. Another Sharon Mutual guy goes down. They're struggling a little bit here just to stay on their feet. Cardinals set up. You've got your starters that have been out there for almost the entire season. In fact, I think every one of our games so far. Bryson Parker, Gunner Post, Carson Peters, Austin Peters, and Nash Levens. Cardinals put the full court defense out there for them. And we've got our first deflection, but they're going to call too much contact on Bryson. He'll pick up the foul. So first foul on Bryson, not a shooting foul. Your starters for Sharon Mutual, by the way, Hutch Badgett, Dakota and Patrick Wheeler, Tegan Marlett, and Landon Dahl. Inside, you've got Patrick Wheeler, who gets the first points on the board, and Sharon Mutual has the lead. Sharon Mutual made that bucket, 2-0. That was Patrick Wheeler who made the shot. Number 21, Patrick Wheeler, 21. You're going to need first names, because I'm allowed to say first names. So it's Patrick and Dakota. Cardinals are playing a little bit sloppy here. They might be looking at Sharon Mutual, not taking them seriously. Cardinals haven't scored yet. Coming the other way. Number 24, Tegan Marlett puts it up and gets blocked by the bottom of the backboard. Bryson, kick out on the edge for Carson. Carson puts up a three-pointer and drains it. Cardinals take the lead, 3-2. Sharon Mutual's going to go ahead and take a timeout and talk things over. Coach Beer going to talk with his guys, point some things out here. Sharon Mutual does have some height. Landon Dahl, pretty tall looking dude, probably around 6'5". And Patrick Wheeler looks to be right at around 6'2", or whatever Gunner lists at. Coach Biermeyer will talk things over. We're not, our stuff's not numerous things there. Sharon Mutual looking to push pace here. Dahl gets an opening against Gunner. Two big men really pushing around on each other, but Sharon Mutual's unable to get the ball inside to him. Cardinals looking to stretch that 2-3 zone. Oh, they might be playing a box and one. No, they're not. I thought they might have been following Bryson around. They're paying attention to Bryson, though, but Bryson is able to get an open look, hit the jumper from the corner of the free throw line. Cardinals now have a 5-2 lead. Cardinals putting the full court defense out there, trying to get the deflection. Somehow, Dakota Wheeler is able to stay on his feet, gets the ball down the court. Hutch Baggett hooks it up. Is unable to get the shot to fall, though. And Carson's going to go for another three-pointer. This one's off the back of the rim. And Baggett gets the rebound, and Carson fouls him. Carson went to reach for it. Got too much of the Sharon Mutual player. So 2 fouls on the Cardinals. That's the first on Carson. Throw into Patrick Wheeler. Dahl's got it. Sharon Mutual's able to run the press breaker that time. With only 5 guys, it's a little bit of Hoosiers going on out there for Sharon Mutual. And expect to see them in pretty decent shape because they never get a chance to take a break during a basketball game. That could lead to strong chemistry amongst them as they never have to work with anybody else. But if there's any sort of injury or anybody gets in foul trouble, this thing could go south in a hurry. Levens has it up top. Carson looks for an opening, penetrates in, kicks to Bryson, who goes baseline. Nice little jumper. Good job by the Cardinal guards to make that opportunity happen. Ran a quick 2-man game against one side of that zone defense. Cardinals force another defensive turnover. Bryson Parker comes away with the steal, but it was a team effort on that press. It's a miss on the shot. Gunner tips it. It ends up back in Cardinal hands. Bryson goes for another jumper from the baseline and hits it. So the Cardinals were down 2-0 for just a little bit over a breath, but have come back and now have a 9-2 lead. Sharon Mutual gets behind the Cardinal defense. Hutch Baggett snuck back behind. Bryson comes through, flies across his face. Baggett does a good job with the pump fake, waits out Bryson flying by, and then puts the bucket in. 9-4 is the score. Cardinals up by 5. Carson's going to go for another wide open 3. It's a miss, but Bryson's got the rebound, and Gunner's wide open underneath. He's in there deep with the big man. Sharon Mutual looks to have a little bit more size than Gunner between Dahl and Patrick Wheeler, but Gunner goes up strong and draws the foul on Dahl. With only playing 5 guys, I'd heard that occasionally this team will play all the way down to 3 people on the floor because of foul trouble. So I don't think it's an issue with it that they will back off and play tentative. I think Sharon Mutual came to play. Gunner puts in the first, 10-4. Cardinals lead by 6. Jet Huffman's come in. Gunner misses on the second. And Tegan Marlett's got it. Huffman is there. Pressures Marlett. Marlett slips and falls. That's the 3rd time we've seen a Sharon Mutual player slip and fall. Huffman will throw it in from the sideline. Nash has gone out. Oh, Saul Alvarado has also come in. So. Jets wide open, puts it up, it's a miss. And it's tipped by the Sharon Mutual guys off each other. So Cardinals are going to have a hard time getting to that one. Whoops, they're going to say it's off the white jerseys. Dahl's got it. Dahl takes off. Gunner slipping this time. Saul Alvarado comes underneath Dahl, but Dahl maintains concentration, puts it in, and Sharon Mutual back within 4 of the Cardinals. Out on the edge to Bryson. Bryson hits Jet. Nope, that's Carson. And Carson puts the jumper in. 12-6. Cardinals lead by 6. Bryson goes for the deflection. Knocks it out of bounds. Bryson goes for another deflection. Knocks it out of bounds again. Told you, Bryson averages almost 4 deflections a game. Dakota Wheeler looks deep for Patrick Wheeler. Bryson steals it away. Looked like his old days playing defensive back wearing a Turpin Cardinal football jersey. Bryson gets the steal, comes the other way, hits the three-pointer, and the Cardinals now lead 15-6. They're trying to get, it's an interesting press breaker. They're trying to get the posts at the midcourt to release and go deep and trying to hit them on long passes. It's working sometimes. Dakota Wheeler drives in, finds an opening, and gets the shot to fall. So Sharon Mutual trying to do their best to stay with the Cardinals here. Cardinals have backups, though. Sharon Mutual does not. We'll see how the cardio can hold up for Sharon Mutual. Trojans doing their best, though, so far. Carson gets another opening, puts it up. Bryson's there for the rebound and the follow. They try again for the long pass to midcourt. They do. And Dahl pushes down Nash. Dahl goes up for another layup, gets it. It's almost more like a football play than a basketball press breaker, but Sharon Mutual running something unconventional there and so far finding some success. Bryson up top to Nash. Nash looks to the backside corner for Saul and throws it all the way into the baseline. Jackson Leonard will come in. Nash will go to the bench. Cardinals will keep the pressure up. Jackson right now has got Dahl. Sharon Mutual keeps on running those Hail Mary plays almost. Clock's a ticking. They go inside and Leonard tips it away. Bryson's got the steal. Carson Peters drives in. Comes up over the top. Jackson Leonard got shoved right into Carson. They're going to call the foul. Honestly, it was Jackson who got fouled, but the result of the contact, as Dakota Wheeler pushed him, was that Leonard ends up flying into Carson, and the contact on the shot means Carson gets to shoot an and one after he makes the jumper. So Cardinals lead 20-10, 20-point first quarter. Honestly, it looks like it could have been much worse than that. Cardinal defense or offense really hasn't even got going yet. Another long home run ball. Saul Alvarado going against Hutch Badgett. Cardinals end up with a steal. Austin Peters has it to Saul in the corner. Saul penetrates back out to Austin. Austin penetrates back to Saul. They're taking turns penetrating. This time it's to the high post to Jackson. Cardinals suckering the Trojans into moving quite a bit here on defense. The postmen aren't having to do so, but the guards are really working right now. Jet looks to drive, and outside, Bryson's wide open again and puts in another 2 points. Cardinals with a 22-point first quarter. Official timeout. Dakota Wheeler will have to tie a shoe. Max Garcia is going to come in. Saul Alvarado will get a break. Coach Biebermeyer's been running a really good rotation here, getting guys in and out, letting everybody get a chance for a break. Jackson Leonard Steps in front, gets a deflection, gets the steal as well. Cardinals kick it around. Jet back to Bryson. That worked last time. Let's do it again. This one tips around and Dahl is there. Dahl's got a lot of height. Dahl got the rebound, backed into Jackson Leonard, and the contact will draw the foul on Jackson. Trojans look to throw it in again. Long pass. Marlett and Huffman match up for it. Marlett's able to get it, though. Or sorry, that's Dakota Wheeler, not Marlett. Patrick Wheeler goes up for the shot, misses it. Bryson Parker's there for the rebound. Bryson having a tremendous game so far. Gets another opening. Pull-up jumper. This one's off by a little bit, but Jackson Leonard's there with the rebound. Bryson will go for another jumper. Off the front of the rim. Jackson's there for the rebound, but I think the buzzer went just in time. And Jackson doesn't get the stat. 22-10, Cardinals with the big lead in the first quarter. Not a surprise. A couple of surprises were just in the way that it happened. Sharon Mutual came out. They're willing to push pace. They'll go ahead and run with us. Not quite sure how long they can keep that kind of pace up with the Cardinals running in all the way down. I think we've run in already 9 guys. 8 guys. We've got an 8-man rotation so far. Here's your stats. Nash Levens has a steal. Carson Peters has 8 points, one of them a 3, one of them a free throw to go with 1 foul. Bryson Parker leading the way for all scorers with 11. One of those is a 3-pointer to go with 3 rebounds, a foul, a steal, and 2 blocks. Austin Peters 1 steal, Gunner Post 1 point and a rebound. Jackson Leonard has a rebound, a foul, a steal, and the Cardinals with the 12-point lead, 22-10. Pushing pace and running here on the Trojans from Sharon Mutual. Sharon Mutual not backing off. Interesting thing seeing a team with only 5 players. There's no margin for error with that. Nobody can get in foul trouble or else you really hamstring the team. Cardinals starting the second quarter. Max Garcia, Bryson Parker, Jet Huffman, Jackson Leonard, and Austin Peters. Shot inside's a miss, but a rebound for Jackson Leonard. He looks on the outside for Garza, but Dakota Wheeler is there for the steal. Jackson Leonard tips it away from Dahl. They immediately try to go for a lob to Dahl, but he's not ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. We're going to have almost a full line change. 4 Cardinals come to the scorer's bench getting ready to come in. Austin Peters inside to Jet Huffman. Jet looking for Jackson Leonard, but the pass is a little bit low. Jackson can't catch it with his knees, and Dakota Wheeler comes away with a steal, takes it in transition the entire way, penetrates the Cardinals' defense, and gets the shot to fall. Trojans back within 10. This Trojans group is pretty scrappy. Bryson's got it up top. Trojans are running a zone, by the way. It'd be tough to run a man and be able to keep everybody out on the floor the whole game. So going with a zone gives a little bit of a break when the ball's on the other side of the court. Bryson's got it right now. They go backside corner for Austin. Cardinals are really working the outside and making those guards have to run around a lot. Dahl comes away with a rebound. And we're going to get another foul on people reaching at Dahl. I think it's going to be Jackson picking up the foul. It is. Jackson picks up the foul. I think that's his second. Cardinals with a bunch of subs. Parker stays on the floor. Nash Levens and Gunner Post come out there with him, as well as Saul Alvarado and Carson Peters. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Cardinals sticking with that full court defense. So they went with some Hail Mary type plays, especially sending Dahl deep. Cardinals are ready for it now, though. It'd be interesting to see if they can still sneak it. This time they run it a little bit different, still going for almost a Hail Mary type play. But Saul Alvarado gets the steal, looks down court for Nash Levens. Dakota Wheeler was waiting on it and knocks the ball out of bounds. Got to be careful with an opponent that plays a little bit unconventional, and these Trojans are certainly playing unconventional, that you don't let your own technique and fundamentals get a little bit loose and slippery. Cardinals have had some moments like that pass where they take what was an easy opportunity and adopt their opponent's techniques instead. Gunner post gets the ball in deep, and Dahl's going to pick up his second foul. One thing that could happen here, if the Cardinals will get that ball in deep to Gunner, Dahl seems to be willing to challenge Gunner, and Dahl will pick up the fouls quickly. Gunner's a load inside, but he is working against two big men that are at his size or bigger. Gunner makes both. Cardinals lead by 12 again. They're trying to release again. This time it's Marlett trying to go against Levens, but Dakota Wheeler ends up, oops. Not sure what the call is here. Oh, hold on Saul Alvarado, as it looked like he'd gotten the better of Tegan Marlett, but a little bit too much contact. Marlett will throw it in. Again, they go for those long, almost Hail Mary style inbounds plays. Dakota Wheeler matched up with Carson Peters. And a jump ball. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Dakota Wheeler trying to get an opening with Carson Peters. Here we go. Wheeler got away with it, but Marlett does not. So it was right in front of the same ref. I think they were going to give the Trojans just a little bit of grace there. And Cardinals draw the foul. Second in the quarter for each of the two teams. And Bryson was looking inside, I think, for Alvarado. Cut wasn't quite there to match up with the pass. Dahl goes for a spinning finger roll. It's off the backboard post, has the rebound. Carson Peters comes in, and it's a miss. It's turned into chaos on the court. Both teams just running and running. Be interesting to see how long Trojans can keep up this kind of pace. Bryson Parker wide open for three. Bounces around. Dahl's there for the rebound. Sharon Mutual's got it. This time looks like Wheeler might walk it up. Cardinals are going to go ahead and apply the pressure. And that's what pressure will do. Get your opponent fatigued, apply the pressure, surprise them, and force a turnover. Wheeler's got his hands on his knees now. Cardinals are pushing pace here and really stressing this Trojans team. Game plan's working so far. Bryson's got Carson wide open in the lane. It's a miss, but Gunner's there. Yeah, fatigue is most likely becoming a factor here. And Gunner tips a pass intended for Dahl. Gets the steal. Bryson's got it. Bryson's wide open for three. Rims out. Bryson deflects it out of bounds. Dakota Wheeler come down with it. Tell you what, Cardinals keep this up. Trojans are going to hit a point where they're just going to kind of have to say uncle. You can see Wheeler's got his hands holding on to his shorts. Cardinals just rolling in and out fresh players. Huffman's back in. Max Garza's out there. And Marlett steps on the line. It's a good game plan. It's paying dividends, and most likely it's just going to continue to spiral as the field tips more and more in the Cardinals' favor. This is what they call momentum, folks. It's a miss. Gunner post is there again. Gunner gets blocked from behind by Wheeler. They're going to say it's clean, but then Carson Peters steps inside of a pass intended for Patrick Wheeler. Instead of for Dakota Wheeler. They get it back to Patrick now. Patrick's bringing it up. Dakota might be having to get a break because here comes Patrick. Patrick working against Bryson. And that's going to go in the backcourt. Carson's able to get to it for the steal. Transition bucket. And Dakota Wheeler's going to pick up a foul trying to stop Carson. Cardinals are sucking the Trojans into their pace. And just take a look. You can just see it. You can just see it. Guys holding on to their shorts. Carson makes it for the and one, and Cardinals lead 31-12. Cardinals back in that full court defense. It'll get harder and harder to try for those Hail Marys whenever you put in essentially a wind sprint. Patrick Wheeler's bringing it down now. Dakota Wheeler seems to be taking a little bit of a break, even though he can't come off the floor. Now, Coach Beer could take a timeout. He's only used one. Sharon Mutual comes down, turns the ball over. Gunner Post will get a break. Jackson Leonard comes back in. Bryson's got it into the corner for Jet Huffman. Jet finds Bryson wide open for a jumper. It's off the back of the rim. Dahl's got the rebound. Dahl's looking to get it to somebody and finds Dakota Wheeler. Dakota brings it up. They're trying to get Dahl open at the high post. Jackson's got his work cut out for him, giving up almost a full head in height. And we're going to have contact on Max Garza on the outside going against Baggett. Marlett will throw it in. They've got Dahl in the corner. Yeah, they're doing it to get him to push down inside. We're running a two-man game there with Dakota Wheeler and Dahl. Wheeler got the shot off, but it's a miss. Carson gets the rebound after the miss, but falls down, loses the ball. Dahl goes up and will provide contact. So Cardinals do a good job in reaction there, but just unfortunate Carson loses his footing and goes down. Dahl puts it in. That's the first points in a long time for Sharon Mutual. Austin Peters comes in. Max Garza to the bench. That's the first free throw made by Sharon Mutual. Thanks to our statistician extraordinaire, Ella Buller. Also taking stats today, the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg. Working together to make sure you've got your stats and all of your scoreboard kept up to date and accurate as this game winds down. Cardinals working the half-court offense again. They've got Carson Peters running a high post. Try and punish if Sharon Mutual extends that zone. Carson steps out. Now it's Jet at the high post. Jackson's working down underneath in the land of Giants with Dahl on his back. Huffman's open for a three and makes it. 34-13. Cardinals big on the Trojans here in the first half. Patrick Wheeler looks for Dahl. And now Dakota Wheeler bringing it up. He'll be met by Carson Peters at half court. Dakota trying to get an opening, not finding much. And Marlett and Huffman match up. Huffman gets a steal. And then Huffman gets sandwiched between Marlett and Baggett. One of the two picked up a foul. Marlett and Baggett sounds more like a law firm from a Charles Dickens book. Ends up going against Marlett. 4 fouls on each team. Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the half. Ryder Ireland has come into the game for the first time. Ryder's got it at the high post. So out on the floor you got Ireland. Carson Peters taking that shot. Ireland goes for the rebound. Dakota Wheeler's there, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Ryder. Sorry. So the Peters is Carson and Austin both out there along with Ryder Ireland, Jet Huffman, and Jackson Leonard. Ireland and Huffman worked together to get a steal. The Cardinals had everybody down. So even though they missed the shot, they pad the rebound stats and get the ball to fall. 36-13 now. Dahl has to come all the way up to help out with getting the ball inbounds. Cardinals just able to roll fresh legs in and out of this game. Nobody's getting tired except for the red jerseys. Sharon Mutual can't even get the shot off. Cardinals take it away. Jet Huffman sneaks inside, puts it up. It's a miss, gets his rebound, looking for somebody. And I think Dakota Wheeler's going to pick up the foul. Is that 3 on Dakota? That is 3 on Dakota Wheeler. Huffman makes the first, 37-13. Mason Nelson's going to come in. Carson Peters will probably rest the rest of the first half. Huffman misses the second. Rebound to Dahl. Huffman and Leonard aren't giving him even a little bit of a break. Arlett's got it. Huffman's all over him and knocks the ball out of bounds. Cardinals keeping up the pressure here. Cardinals have not been a team that's been known for full court pressure in the past, but the team this year has really started to take on that identity and grow into this full court man defense. A missed shot underneath and a scramble for the ball. Patrick Wheeler comes up with it, puts it up and gets contact on the gray jerseys. Third foul on Jackson Leonard. That's 3 now on Jackson. Cardinals have played 10 or 11 guys to this point. So even though Jackson's in foul trouble, with the depth the Cardinals are using, it doesn't seem to be like it will be an issue as the game goes on. Huffman will take a break probably for the rest of the half, and in comes Max Garza. Austin Peters, the lone senior and the lone starter on the floor as we come down to the final moments of the first half. Garza's got it up top. Now back to Nelson. Under 20 now. Garza picks it up. Nelson back over the top. Leonard's trying to post up inside on Wheeler. Garza's going to go for a 3. It's a miss. Everybody's scrambling for it inside, and Austin Peters comes away with it on a hustle rebound. Austin puts it up and drains a three-pointer right before the buzzer. And that hits the 40-point mark for the Cardinals. So Cardinals put up a tremendous first half in scoring, tremendous first half in defense as well, holding the Trojans to only 14 points in the first half. Cardinals defense has been on point the last 3 games, allowing 34 to Beaver and then only 9 to Forgan last week before allowing only 14 to Sharon Mutual. Your stats for the first half. Jed Huffman's got 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Nash Levin's a steal. Carson Peters, 10 points. 1 of them a three-pointer, 2 of them free throws. Sorry, that's not 10 points. That's 15 points for Carson Peters. 3 rebounds, a foul, 2 steals, and an assist. Bryson Parker has 11 points, 1 of them a 3, to go with 3 rebounds, a foul, a steal, and 2 blocks. Austin Peters is a 3-pointer, rebound, and a steal. Gunnar Post has 5 points, 3 of them free throws, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Saul Alvarado's got a foul and a steal. Max Garza's got a foul. Jackson Leonard has 2 rebounds, 3 fouls, a steal, and a block. And Ryder Ireland, who just came in before the end of the second half, or first half, I mean, has a bucket and a rebound. So Cardinals currently have played, give me a moment here to get the total. $11 guys. So Coach Biermeyer able to use the bench, and the Cardinals on the run, winning by almost 30 points in the first half. All right, that was a lot. Cardinals, by the way, at the 40 points, that's well above where our normal pacing is. Now, granted, we scored 60 against Beaver and against Forgan, so the Cardinals starting to raise their point totals and their average. But for the year, this has not been known as a high-scoring Cardinals team. We've been averaging right at 50 points a game and allowing only 43. So we're getting the better of our record as we have an 8-6 record coming into this game. We'll take a little bit of a break and come back and talk some more Cardinals basketball in a few. If you're at Turpin, good chance. If you're a student in a classroom, good chance to get caught up on some of those homework problems that you got sitting in front of you, and be ready to watch and cheer for some more Cardinal basketball in a few minutes. with a smile. Cardinals will start the second half with the starters. Austin and Carson Peters, Bryson Parker, Gunnar Post, Nash Levens. I don't think the outcome's in question, but how we get to the final buzzer is going to be interesting. We'll see how this game plays out. How are the Trojans going to react in the second half? How is their endurance going to hold up? Nicely done there. Gunnar Post gets the pass, puts it up. Nice play for the Cardinals. Gunner's shot's just a little bit short, though, and good block out there by Patrick Wheeler and Dahl. And they draw the foul on Nash Levens. Sharon Mutual starts the second half like they start the first. But the Cardinals, another steal by Bryson Parker. He goes the length of the court with it. He goes the full half court with it. Challenged by Badgett. Bryson did. Bryson got the steal. Bryson got the bucket. Bryson drew the foul call on Baggett. Sorry, Baggett, not Badgett. And Bryson gets an and one opportunity here. Cardinals lead 42-14. Piling up the points on the Trojans. Bryson hits it. They go to Dahl inside. Gunnar Post is ready for it, knocks it away. Steal by Bryson Parker after deflection by Post. Carson Peters has it outside. Sharon Mutual really extends that zone and plays it interesting. They keep their bigs down low all the time and rotate the guards around. Not good enough, though. Gunnar Post on the outside drops in a three-point shot, and it's 46-14. Cardinals lead by over 30 now. Trying to get Dahl open inside, but Gunnar way too aware of the strategy. He fronts Dahl, and they'll have to go for a lob if they want to. Bryson Parker gets another deflection. This time, Badgett isn't going to go for the foul. So Bryson gets a clear lane to the bucket, puts in the easy layup, and the Cardinals are now at 48-14. Tipped by Austin, but Marlette's able to pull it back in. Dakota Wheeler's got it up top now. Wheeler gets a little bit of an opening, puts up a contested jumper. It's a miss, and two Cardinals end up tipping it around, but Nash Levens is able to come down with the rebound, secures it, and the Cardinals have it in the front court. Austin Peters has it on the wing. Back to Nash Levens up top. Bryson's got it now. They're flashing inside, but letting Gunnar Post get wide open for another three-pointer. Cardinals showing the Trojans that there's more to cover than just the ball. Wheeler's got it on the outside. Cardinals now have broken 50 points. And Coach Biebermeyer goes to the bench. Brings in Alvarado and Huffman. And Post and Peters go to the bench. Sorry, Bryson Parker as well. So Alvarado's come in too. Sorry, it's Post and Parker who went to the bench. Huffman's inside, turnaround. It's a miss, but Levens is there working on Dahl. He puts it up, it's off the front of the rim. A lot of contact. Oh, of all the things I thought were going to come after that whistle, a jump ball was the last of them. A lot of contact as that ball was caroming around inside. Marlowe on the outside looks to go baseline against Austin. Nash is there, takes the ball away. Clean steal. And Cardinals coming the other way. Cardinals, by the way, are the number one seed. So this is the 1-against-8 matchup. Austin Peters helping to show why the distance in the seedings exists between the two teams. And the Cardinals now lead by 40, 54-14. Alvarado overplays it and ends up with the steal after Badgett misplays it. And then Alvarado gets tripped up. Badgett now picking up 2 fouls in this quarter. That's his only 2 fouls. But with only 5 players, the Trojans can't afford to get too many fouls. Under 5 left to go in the third quarter, but that must seem like forever for the Trojans. Down by 40 already, and the Cardinals with the ball. Alvarado kick out to a wide open Carson Peters. He drains another 3. And the Cardinals lead 57-14. I think that's 18 for Carson. We'll get that stat update. 18 for Carson Peters. Amazing and awesome Addison Hogg giving us that update. Cardinals get the rebound. That was Austin Peters with that rebound. Carson underneath for Jet Huffman. A lot of contact as Jet goes up. Jet double checks, makes sure that the fillings are all still in place after that contact. And Jet will get to go up and shoot 2 free throws, and Dahl picks up his 3rd foul. So the Cardinals attacking inside and outside right now and starting to pile up fouls on the Trojans. That's 3 fouls in the quarter. The 2 Peters brothers will go to the bench. Garza and Ireland will come in. Huffman puts it up and in. 59-14, 45-point difference here. Cardinals up big on the opening day of the Buffalo tournament. They won it last year. Both Cardinals teams bringing home the trophies from Buffalo. And Coach Beer decides he's had enough and he's going to talk things over with his team. Coach Biebermeyer steps out, talks to the Cardinals. Going to give him a 20-25-second inspirational speech. Decides he only needs about 10 and sends him back out on the floor. Out on the floor, as we reach the halfway point of the third quarter, you got Saul Alvarado, Max Garza, Ryder Ireland, Jackson Leonard, and Jet Huffman. Cardinals have all of the starters resting on the bench currently. Not sure if we'll see them anymore or not. Cardinals already knocking at the door of 60 points. So it's been a full day's work in only 20 minutes. Garza with a sideline warning. Dakota Wheeler's got it. Jet Huffman's matching up with him. Cardinals will stay in that man-to-man. That's what we play this year. They go inside to Dahl. Dahl working against Ireland. Dahl with a nice move. Steps into Ireland, draws the foul, gets the bucket, and he'll get the chance to add a free throw to his total. Dahl misses it, but Patrick Wheeler is there and gets the rebound. Dollar and Wheel are bigger than anybody the Cardinals have out on the floor, and they can move. Wheeler looks inside for Dahl. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's last touched by the gray jerseys. So the Trojans will try again from underneath the bucket. Defense stifling here, but Patrick Wheeler finds an opening and gets the shot to fall. 59-18 now. Cardinals' second line going against the starters for the Trojans. Trojans don't have any bench to be able to bring in relief. It's a shot and a miss. Dahl takes an elbow to the jaw. Sorry, not Dahl, Leonard does. And they look down court for Patrick Wheeler, and it's stolen by Ryder Ireland. Jet Huffman drives inside, gets an opening, takes contact. He'll get to shoot 2. We'll see who this one's on. Oh, that's going to be 4 on Dahl. Dahl does not have any more left to give. One more whistle against the big man for the Trojans, and he'll have to ride the bench the rest of the game. With no backups, in case you're wondering, you don't forfeit. If you've gone to private tournaments, sometimes they'll do that. They'll have a limit where you can't go under 5, but that's not the way OSA looks at it. OSA will keep on playing until there's nobody left. So if one of these Trojans fouls out, they'll have to continue the game with 4. Wheeler looks on a give and go, almost an alley-oop type play for Patrick Wheeler, but Wheeler's not there on the other end to pull it in. Both of the Wheelers are listed at juniors. I do not know the story, if they're fraternal twins, cousins, or just happen to both be named Wheeler. Alvarado wide open from the corner, puts up a 3. Max Garza's there to haul it in after the miss. Dahl was thinking he might have gotten called for his 5th foul. A little bit of contact there on Garza, but no dice. Cardinals will throw it back in again. Garza's got it up top. Back to Nelson, who's come in now. Nelson into Ireland. Ireland puts it up. Wheeler swings at it, gets a piece of it, and Badgett's got the ball. Badgett loses. I'm not sure if that's a no-look pass. Whoa, Wheeler with some circus theatrics there. But it's a miss, and Nelson's got the rebound. Nelson coming the other way. Now Alvarado and Dakota Wheeler steps in front of another pass. Comes the length of the court. Head fake, puts it up. It's a miss. Wheeler's probably getting pretty tired. Hasn't had a single break, and Cardinals have just been rolling him in and rolling him out. Alvarado back up to Nelson. Nelson will reset the offense. Huffman back to Nelson. Wheeler takes it away from Nelson. Mason was looking down court, looking to make the pass, and Dakota Wheeler makes him pay for it. 59-20. It's back within 40 points. Cardinals up big, and second team is working against the Sharon Mutual starters since they don't have any backups to come in. Long shot's a miss, and the rebound by Patrick Wheeler. Dakota Wheeler's got it up top. Mason Nelson matching up with him. Marlett's out on the wing with Garza. They're looking inside for Dahl, going against Ireland. Dahl with a nice-looking spin. Puts it up, but doesn't use the glass. Goes off the side. And the rebound's in Jet Huffman's hands coming the other way. Nelson's open in the corner, but kick back to Huffman. He'll go for 3. Hard off the back of the rim. And Badgett's got it. Or Baggett. Sorry. Baggett into Dahl. Dahl puts it up. Ireland providing the defense. And Alvarado, I'm not sure if you can call that a block out or not, but undercuts Wheeler. Wheeler goes down hard. That's the second foul on Alvarado. Jackson Leonard will come in, and Jag Huffman comes in for his brother Jet, as Ryder Island also takes a break. So on the floor, you've got Max Garza, Jag Huffman, Mason Nelson, Jackson Leonard, and Saul Alvarado. Dakota Wheeler in the corner. In they go to Patrick Wheeler. Patrick goes up, blocked by Jackson Leonard. Dahl gets the rebound, kick to Dakota Leonard on the backside, crashing. He goes up for the layup and draws a foul on the Cardinals. 4th foul on the Cardinals, but it is a shooting foul. Dakota Wheeler gets to shoot 2, as the first foul's called on Mason Nelson for his day. Less than 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Cardinals with the big lead here. Sitting on the number 1 seed and getting to work their way through from the top of the bracket. Lady Cardinals won earlier today in their game against the Winoka Lady Rails, winning big. Lane violation called against Alvarado. So Dakota Wheeler will get one more shot. Rattles around and in. 59-21. Cardinals lead by 38. Mason Nelson open, puts it up from the corner. Bounces around. Garza's got it. Garza goes up. Big swing and a connection from Patrick Wheeler. Dakota Wheeler gets the rebound, and Jag Huffman steps underneath him. Jag's going to get called for the foul, and Dakota's going to go to the line shooting 2. Wheeler misses the first. Missed the second, but Jag Huffman's got the rebound. Here comes Mason Nelson. Jag Huffman puts up a big three. I say big because that thing just about touched the roof. It's a miss, though. Rebound ends up in Dakota Wheeler's hands, and that ends the third quarter. Cardinals up 59-21. This game's over except for the final buzzer, but we get to watch the Cardinals finish some things off here. Big win like this. Not sure exactly what coaches are saying in a huddle like this, but it could be something along the lines of finish strong, make sure you play well, keep your technique going strong, don't forget your fundamentals. It may be a 40-point lead. You might have already shown this opponent that they're done for the day, and the starters might not see the floor for the next 8 minutes, but there's still a lot to learn to work on, and these guys joined this team to be able to play basketball. So get on out there and play some basketball. I'll run through stats quickly for you. Jet Huffman has 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Nash Levins has a rebound, a foul, a steal. Carson Peters has 18 points, 3 rebounds, a foul, 2 steals, and an assist. Bryson Parker, 16 points, 3 rebounds, a foul, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. Austin Peters has 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Gunnar Post, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Saul Alvarado, 2 fouls, 2 steals. Mason Nelson, a rebound and a foul. Max Garza, a rebound and a foul. Jag Huffman, a rebound and a foul. Jackson Leonard, a rebound, 3 fouls, a steal, and a block. And Ryder Ireland, a bucket, a rebound, and a foul. Into the corner it goes. Saul Alvarado looking for Jag Huffman. Jag kicks out to Mason Nelson. Cardinals working the outside, freeing up Jackson Leonard inside. He gets position on Patrick Wheeler. Goes up, and Patrick Wheeler will get the foul trying to block Jackson's shot. Jackson gets to shoot 2, and that's the first foul on Patrick Wheeler. Jackson's first shot bounces around and out. Jackson makes the second, and that's now 60 points for the Cardinals. Cardinals had a 40-point first quarter. Or sorry, not a 40-point first quarter, but a 40-point first half. Mason Nelson steps in front of a pass. Comes down, turnaround jumper, and puts it in. Gotta admit, didn't see that coming from Mason. Neither did the defense, and it's 2 points for Nelson. Good looking shot. Nelson going for another steal, but this time he gets a little bit of Martlet. That's Mason's second foul. Jackson Leonard take a break. On the floor for the Cardinals now for the fourth quarter. Saul Alvarado, Ryder Ireland, Mason Nelson, Max Garza, and Jag Huffman. Sharon Mutual runs a lot of inbounds plays that go hard to the bucket. I call them Hail Mary plays. And they're getting open on them, but they're rarely scoring. But it's been a look the Cardinals have not always been ready for, so they've had to react well to them. Jag Huffman puts up a long shot from the corner. It's a miss. Dahl gets the rebound, looks up ahead for Dakota Wheeler, who's pushing pace. Dakota goes up. Dakota draws a foul on the shot. He'll get to shoot 2. And I think it's going to be Mason Nelson's third. Yep, the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg confirming. 3 fouls now on Nelson. Clock will stop for that. Kind of curious to see how many more whistles these referees are going to blow with this game already well out of hand. Wheeler makes it. Nelson looks to go baseline. Yeah, I am curious to see how this goes. I was just checking time, by the way. The next game is supposed to start at 3, and that's in 18 minutes. I can tell you, it's nothing official here. It's not some rule, but in a game like this where things start to get a little bit out of hand, and this one's gotten way out of hand as far as score goes, your referees aren't wanting to see a game go long and put the tournament off pace. Trojans are getting obviously fatigued, and things are getting a little bit messy out there. Cardinals going further into the bench. Caden Gillespie coming in. Omar Parra coming in. Angel Silva coming in. So everybody's had a chance to get onto the floor, I think, who's came for the Cardinals. Silva's got it in the corner. Sharon Mutual not providing pressure here. Cardinals get in deep. Parra's getting down in there with Dahl. Dahl was reaching for it to take it away. Parra pulls back out. Gillespie's got it in the corner. Gillespie back to the corner for Silva. Jag Huffman was wide open on the backside post. He was doing everything but shout about it. He was trying to get the attention, starting to jump up and down and wave his arms. Silva didn't see it, though. Ireland's got it on the sideline. Patrick Wheeler providing the defense there. You can see that wingspan. Wheeler, tall guy and got the long arms. Quite the combo when you're playing basketball. Good for a lot of sports, in fact. Ireland up top to Parra. Parra resets the offense. Parra to Gillespie, back to Parra. And then to Silva on the baseline. Silva comes in. He was looking to hit Ireland at the high post, but the pass gets deflected away. Dakota Wheeler comes the other way. Ball gets tipped away from Wheeler. Ends up in Dahl's hands, and Dahl puts in the easy shot. 37 points difference. And another steal, and here comes Dakota Wheeler. Wheeler misses the shot. Silva right there providing the pressure, but Patrick Wheeler comes along, gets the rebound. They're trying to get Dahl inside, working against Ireland. He does. He gets the shot he wants, but misses it. Misses it again. Dahl piling up the rebound stats here. And on his third attempt, he'll get fouled by the Cardinals. This one goes against Ryder Ireland, and that's his second. Dahl misses the free throw. Mason Nelson will come back in. Ireland will take a seat. Cardinals running an all-guard lineup right now. It'll be interesting to see who ends up banging down low with Dahl and Patrick Wheeler. It's a rebound. Omar Parra sneaks inside in the land of the Giants, comes away with the rebound. Into the corner goes Caden Gillespie, puts up a long shot. It's a miss. Dahl's got it. Dakota Wheeler coming the other way. Kick it down the floor to Marlett. Marlett into the corner for Patrick Wheeler. Wheeler with a long three. It's a miss, but Dahl's right there. It's almost like it was a pass. The two big men combine and get a shot in. That's now 11 for Dahl. Huffman comes inside, puts up a jumper, gets fouled on it. Dakota Wheeler applying the contact. That is now 4 on Patrick Wheeler. Dahl's got 4 as well. Trojans have got to be exhausted. Cardinals ran a full court game until this quarter. I'm not sure. Those Trojans, man, have to turn around and play another game tomorrow. Cardinals winning this game, they'll get to face off against Fargo Gage Fort Supply. Those two teams matched up earlier this year. Cardinals came out on top. We played them once. The girls have played Fargo Gage girls play twice. Oh, Magic going the other way. Parra isn't going to let him have the layup. He's going to foul him instead. So the Cardinals, with this win, will be facing the Bearcats from Fargo Gage Fort Supply. Bearcats, Bulldogs, they carry both mascots. Fargo Gage Fort Supply beat Winoka earlier today. That game will be played at 4:15 tomorrow. That will be before the girls' game, which will be at 5:30. Silva's got it on the outside. Silva drives. Kick out to Garza. Into the corner for Parra. Trojans staying in that 2-3. They play it the whole game. They do an interesting rotation with it. Wheeler and Dahl are always staying inside. So with the rotations, it almost functions like a 3-2. Either way, it's enough to stop the Cardinals on the possession. And then Wheeler penetrates the length of the court, makes it all the way to the bucket, puts the layup in. That's now 10 for Wheeler. For Dakota Wheeler, that is. Mason Nelson coming the other way. Nelson has it at the wing. Back out to Parra. Parra with a long shot. Off the rim, but Caden Gillespie's got it. Kicks to Silva. Silva's in the middle of four guys. Kicks it out to Parra. And 90 seconds left to go in the game. Nelson working against Wheeler. Wheeler going to get called for the contact.
That's 5.
And that means Dakota Wheeler actually will foul out. So Trojans only have 5 players, so when Dakota Wheeler fouls out, Cardinals will finish with 4. Cardinals are up by 31 points. Let's not make any mistakes about it here. Cardinals aren't running offense anymore. We're going to finish the game out. So Marlot's out challenging. Trojans haven't given up. Cardinals might try to get Silva a bucket. Silva had it, but good luck scoring there when, I say it now, Silva had a wide open lane, but got tripped up. Patrick Wheeler drives, comes through, finger roll, it's a miss. Out of bounds, last touch by Garza. Marlowe will throw it in. A lot harder to throw it in when you only got 3 guys for options. Oh, and gets it to Badgett, and Badgett loses out of bounds. Nelson up top. He'll bring it down, get it across the timeline, and Cardinals will look to finish things off here. If they get an opening, you might see them get the ball in the hands of Silva or Gillespie. But I think Cardinals are pretty content to go ahead and finish things off here. 20 seconds left. Cardinals again will finish both teams on the winner's bracket side. So these 2 teams from Turpin both won the tournament last year. Guys and girls both. Guys had 1 close game last year. The girls ended up winning all of their games pretty easily, and so on that pace again. Buffalo's been really good to the Cardinals the last 2 years. Cardinals finished things off here. Sharon Mutual gave everything they've got, but Cardinals had the depth and just too many dogs in this fight for the Cardinals, taking on the Sharon Mutual Trojanettes, winning big 63-32. So tomorrow, these Cardinal boys will turn around. They'll play at 4:15. We'll start the stream at 4 o'clock, talk things over. The Lady Cardinals will play in the game immediately following. That's scheduled for a 5:30 game. Girls are expected to play Moreland. That game has not happened yet for Moreland to play against Beaver, but I'd be very surprised if Beaver beats Moreland. And the boys will be playing against Fargo Gage Fort Supply, who won earlier today. So we're done here in Buffalo. Be ready for more basketball tomorrow evening. been a good day being a Cardinal, and we'll see how the weekend fares. If our Cardinal teams can bring home the hardware for the second year in a row on both sides of the tournament here in the Buffalo Invitational Tournament. Have a great day, everybody. Rest up.